Yesterday afternoon was 81. High today is supposed to be 51. It's a 30-degree drop. Well, get this. Low tonight, 30. 30. Where did that come from? And then it goes up a little bit at a time from there. But 30? Really? Anyway, so I had to get some propane while I was out. Filled up my big 100-pound bottle and a 40-pound bottle. And so I'm going to put the 100-pound bottle in place, put the other one in the storage. And then we also have some other things to take care of to keep things from freezing. Hopefully keep things from freezing. We bought some pipe wrap that we're going to put around the garden hose that runs to the RV. Because, yes, I didn't get the plumbing hooked up. You know, the plumbing that's underground and won't freeze. Bad timing on my part, as usual. Anyway, I'm going to go get that 100-pound bottle. We'll put it over on the RV. Check the one that it's hooked up to now. If it's getting low, then we'll, if it's real low, then we'll swap it out. If it's still got a quarter of a tank or so in it, then we'll leave it hooked up and run it down some more. The only thing that's running on propane right now in the RV is the furnace, and the furnace does eat the propane. We did have the hot water heater running on propane until we got the electricity moved over to the RV. Now it's running on electricity, so that'll save us some propane. I'm hoping the electricity will be a little cheaper because the propane's like $3.99 a gallon. So to fill up those 2 bottles today was $100. Yikes, that's a lot. Anyway, let's go get that big, bad, beautiful bottle. So one of the issues that we're going to have with the freeze is this mess. Now only one of these goes to the motorhome, and it used to go to this box. I just unhooked it from there, hooked it up here, of course it's leaking, so I'll tighten it up with a pair of pliers. But then we need to insulate this hose somehow or another. I bought insulation for the hose, so we're going to try that, and hopefully it works. Now it's only supposed to get below freezing for about 3 hours, so we should be fine. I don't think we're going to break anything, but just in case, do what we have to do. Okay, no more leaking. Now I need to straighten this hose out so that it makes the shortest possible run to the motorhome. Right now it kind of goes all over. So close. 6 more feet of hose. Let's see if I can rectify that. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so I'm going to just make a short hose out of this old hose. When I say old, I think I mean old. That's not going to work. I think this hose is too small in diameter for this. Wonder why that won't come apart. Because it's brass and aluminum? I don't know. Well, look at that. That's not at all what I thought it was. That's not going to work. Not going to come apart. Good thing I didn't cut this hose. No. This is the same diameter as the outside of that. Pretty close. So that's not going to work. Darn it. Got all this hose I don't need. It's way too long. Maybe, just maybe, if I coil it up where? It's trapped under the electrical wire. Can't do anything with it there. So let me feed it back through. Maybe I can coil it up in here. It'll stay warmer in here. Maybe. I have to clean this off really good. Okay, I think that might work. It'll stay warm under here because of the furnace. I think we'll be okay. The furnace has a blower that blows air down here. So I think that'll help keep it warm down here. Should keep this hose from freezing. Now I just need to worry about this hose. But first, I need to go turn the water on, make sure I don't have any leaks. Make sure I didn't create a problem. I'm known for doing that. I'm just saying. I talked about insulating the hose from the cold. So we bought pipe insulation. It was on sale today, like 98 cents a piece or something. Pretty good price, regularly $2.49. So they're 6-foot pieces and they're pre-split. I think part of the reason these were so cheap is they aren't split all the way. It's just part way. So I'm going to have to split them, which is no big deal. Easy peasy. Then you put them around the hose. It's 1/2-inch thick insulation. It should keep them from freezing for the short time we're going to be below freezing. I hope. It's worth a shot. Wasn't that expensive. Let's see. Just the joints. I mean, I can put tape on it too later, but we've been through many freezes with the old motorhome. Every winter here that the motorhome's been on the property, last year was really bad. It got down really cold. The first year we had the motorhome on the property, it got down to 7 degrees. That was pretty cold. And we've dealt with the freezing water and that kind of stuff. So when the water is in the tank on the motorhome, it doesn't freeze. It's got the heaters from the basement and everywhere else, and it keeps it from freezing. So we don't run out of water there. But when we're running on fresh water, we do have a problem. The first freeze we went through was really bad. We had taken the motorhome to Colorado, to Brenda's sister's house, and we hit a snowstorm on the way in, and I think the whole week we were there, it was in the teens, and at night was minus 12, minus 14, something like that. We had a light bulb underneath there, and that didn't do the trick. It still froze the water underneath. We wound up buying a little forced air ceramic heater and putting in the water bay, and that managed to thaw things out and keep things thawed. We still have that little heater, and that will go in the water bay again. It has a thermostat on it, so it doesn't turn on until it gets too cold, or whatever temperature you set it at. We set it at a pretty cold temperature because it doesn't need to be 70 degrees under there. It just needs to not be freezing. So we set it down to the lowest temperature, and it keeps it from freezing, and it doesn't run the whole time. So it's pretty economical. You don't even notice it really on the electric bill. So that's what I'll do next, is after I'm done with this line here, I'm going to have to get more of this stuff, which is kind of a worry because they were running low when we were there. So I don't know if I'm going to run there tonight or first thing early in the morning and pick up some more to finish the line. Of course, in the morning might be too late because it's supposed to get down to 30 degrees. So maybe I'll have to go tonight. Anyway, I need to keep putting this stuff on. It's already starting to get late. The sun's starting to go down and it's really starting to get cold. So I need to get this as far as I can go and then make a decision on whether or not I'm going to go into town. So I'm going to put an extra couple pieces of tape right here to tell me that's where the connector is for these two hoses. Just be easier to find. I'm going to put a couple extra pieces of tape on this one because this is going to be the one we run over. So now I need to figure out how many more I need. Okay, well that's going to do it for the hose anti-freezing stuff for now. I need to go back into town tonight, this evening, and pick up 5 more of those. They're 6-foot lengths, so I don't really need 30 feet. I think I need about 25, but they're 98 cents a piece. I'm going to grab an extra just in case. Anyway, I sure appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time on the homestead. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share it with your friends. Bye now.